it's the same process. I need to ovulate. I can only produce the natural hormone like progesterone and estrogen if my ovary ovulated. We need the hormone. Those hormones are to help the lining of the uterus. Good morning, everyone. I just woke up. Today it is the second day of my cycle. So this cycle will be the transfer of my frozen embryo. And I am going now to Kato Repro Biotech Center to have my baseline test again, ultrasound and hormones, in preparation for the transfer. So I don't know, I have to be there early. Because there are a lot of patients every day. So it's a beautiful morning. So I'm gonna go downstairs now and have some breakfast. I'm trying to eat a healthy breakfast. So I'm gonna show you how I prepare my breakfast. I always have turmeric tea in the morning and I already love the taste. I am used to it already. I am just adding a little bit of honey. So 1 tablespoon of honey or 1.5 sometimes. And that's it. By the way, this honey is 100% organic because my mother-in-law sent this from our province. This is from Romblon. She got this from a small community doon sa Romblon. I know it is 100% honeybee. Because one time I bought honey from the supermarket and I feel like it is not 100%. When I put it inside the fridge, the consistency is too thick and tumigas siya. So, sabi ko, it is not 100%. Maybe there is a syrup na sugar. I think this is 1 liter. Usually, if my mother-in-law visits us, we will bring 3 liters of pure honeybee. Binibili ko yung turmeric sa market. Bali, yung 1 kilo ng turmeric na bibili ko for 60 pesos. So, diba? Not bad. So, marami akong stock. Ganyan yung typical breakfast ko and medyo nasanay na rin yung husband ko. Kasi after my laparoscopy in 2018 January, doon nag-start na talaga ako mag-modify ng diet kasi natakot ako na baka sakaling bumalik yung cyst sa left ovary ko. So sa awa ng Diyos, hindi naman siya bumalik. And by the way, if you've been watching my previous videos, meron akong video doon na nabanggit ko na meron akong pelvic endometriosis and endometrial cyst. Is a dermoid cyst wrapped with chocolate cyst, or para siyang may kapatid na chocolate cyst or endometrial cyst. I'm trying to eat gluten-free but not all the time because it is very expensive. Before, I used to buy ground turmeric tea, yung nakapack na siya from the supermarket. I feel like it's too sweet and parang may refined sugar siya. So, sabi ko, gawa na lang ako. Pagtsatsagaan ko na lang maglaga ng turmeric tea every day. And yun nga, processed kasi yun yung ground turmeric. So, and my husband also loves turmeric tea. Pero mas gusto niya yung dati kong ginagawa. I put a little bit of lemon and then honey. Pero na-realize ko, pero hindi ko alam yung scientific rationale bakit every time na maglalagay ako ng lemon, nag-iiba yung color ng turmeric tea. I don't know. Maybe it is acid or acidic. I don't know. I don't really know. Honey na lang yung nilalagay ko para sure yung absorption ng turmeric is hindi maapektuhan. I don't know talaga. So if you know the scientific rationale, please comment it down below and I will appreciate it. Kasi nag-google din ako, nag-research kung bakit, kung okay lang ba yung lemon sa turmeric and wala akong makita. Ang nakikita ko lang is the best way na ma-absorb itong turmeric is you add a little bit of pepper, but I don't like the taste. So, ito na lang. And avocado, since marami akong avocado. Medyo mura ngayon yung avocado. Parang 120 per kilo. So, yan. Isang avocado for breakfast. And apple. Sanay na ako sa ganyan. Napansin ko kasi if I eat too much rice and bread, bloated ako kasi nga 'di ba may pelvic endometriosis ako. Naging routine ko na ito apple na sana na hindi naman ako masyadong nagugutom. Dati yung binibili kong apple is yung green apple kasi lesser yung sugar from the fruits. Parang higla. Pero it helps talaga kasi hindi na ako nagbo-bloated. Dati kasi sobrang bloated. And kung mapapansin nyo, binabalatan ko yung apple kasi nga sa sobrang pagka-paranoid ko, may sabi daw kasi yung balat ng mga fruits, nandun naman daw yung sustansya, pero yun nga, napaparanoid ako kasi para siyang may wax na hindi ko maintindihan, may chemical. So, hindi ko naman siya matanggal ng tubig lang. Although, pwede mo naman siya ibabad sa salt or baking soda para matanggal yung toxic. Pero hindi ko na ginagawa. Binabalatan ko na lang. So, bahala na. And after breakfast, I will take my supplements or my vitamins. Hey guys, I am back. I just had my baseline test today. Hormonal test and trans-V ultrasound. For the hormonal test, usual, my estradiol, luteinizing hormone, and progesterone. So everything went well as usual, and there are some follicles waiting to grow again. Dr. Manjola scheduled me for another monitoring on cycle day 11, Saturday. So I'll be back on Saturday. That is to monitor the follicle. If there is a follicle, and we'll wait for the follicle to mature. Once it is already matured, and will be triggered again with a nasal spray. I still have my nasal spray in my fridge, so I can use that. I don't need to buy for another nasal spray. And again, it's the same process. I need to ovulate because, as I mentioned earlier and discussed to me by the doctor, can only produce a natural hormone like progesterone and estrogen if my ovary ovulated. Those hormones are to help the lining of the uterus, which is very important for implantation. Dr. Minjola said natural hormones are still the best because there are some synthetic hormones like progesterone or estradiol to support implantation, but he said if my ovary can produce those hormones naturally, then it is much better. And guys, I also asked Dr. Minjola if I can have another egg retrieval since ang process naman itong monitoring is to track the follicle kung mag-ovulate ako. So, sayang naman yung binayad ko. Sabi ko kay Dr. Minjola if there is a very good size of follicle, kung pwede bang i-harvest din yon as usual na ginawa namin sa natural cycle. Ang sabi niya, yes, pwede daw. However, yung price daw is different. Ang nag-discuss ng price is yung nurse. Yung price niya is magfo-fall daw siya under sa mini stimulation domino cycle. Ginagawa lang nila yung domino cycle if you are under the program of mini stimulation, sabi ng nurse. So, since under ako ng natural cycle program, pwede ko naman daw nga ipa-harvest yung egg ko ulit. But yung egg retrieval and yung day ng culture, day 1, day 2, or kung saan man abutin doon, I have to pay for the culture. So, mapapamahal lang ako. Advice ni Dr. Minjola and nung nurse na din, wait na lang daw namin ma-transfer itong frozen embryo and if ever hindi man daw maganda yung magiging resulta or hindi naman sa hiningi, maging negative, huwag naman sana, I can still have another natural cycle kung gusto ko daw. Kasi sa stimulated cycle, you have to pay for the culture. Day 1, day 2, ganun. Dito naman sa natural cycle, wala kaming binabayaran dito sa ICSI, yung pag-process ng fertilization. And wala din kaming bayad dun sa day 1 and day 2 na culture. So, lugi nga naman. Kasi, yun yung program nila eh. Kaya ayun. So, nagkataon lang talaga na nailagay kasi sa freezer yung aking embryo. So, yeah, that's all for today and I will be back on Saturday for another monitoring. So, walang katapusang monitoring. But it's okay. This is the process. I-update ko kayo guys kung ano man ang mangyari. You know, I'm happy to share my journey to all of you guys kasi nga, naalo din naman ako sa pag-vlog bago pa ako nagsimula nung IVF journey ko, nag-vlog na ako. And also, thank you din pala dun sa mga nag-message sa akin sa Messenger, sa Instagram. And yun lang, sana nakahelp ako sa inyo and yung mga information na sinishare ko based sa aking experience is makatulong din sa inyo. And of course, yung mga nababanggit ko mga information dito sa mga videos ko ay based lang sa experience ko. It is case-to-case basis. Magpa-assess talaga kayo. Kasi yung case ko might be different from your case. So, yung process kasi na to is case-to-case. Yung mga dosage, yung protocol, iba-iba each person. Kasi iba-iba naman yung respond ng ovary. About the expenses, iba-iba din yun. Maaaring mas mura sa inyo kasi hindi kayo magkakaroon ng mga cancelled cycle. Maaaring if you are doing the natural cycle, talagang fresh transfer talaga ito transfer sa inyo and no need ng e-freezer. So, mas matipid compared dun sa naging process ko. And kung magfo-fall ka naman dun sa program ng mini stimulation, iba din naman yung program dun. You could have more chances of frozen blastocyst kasi syempre, mas stimulated yung ovary mo doon. So, yun lang yung thoughts ko doon. I will be uploading another video on my next visit. And kung bago ka lang dito sa channel ko, thank you very much for watching and welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe for more updates and don't forget to click that bell icon para ma-notify kayo every time na mag-upload ako ng bagong videos. Alright, thank you. And if you find this helpful, please give it a thumbs up. I'll see you in my next video.